DA
Those
got
kind of
that dope.
nights. The reason why his albums aren't as cohesive and the issue with these relationship songs are the fact that he doesn't seem to get the Slim Shady persona anymore. Because, you know, originally in his prime, whenever he talked about beating women and whatever, it was always because Slim Shady was a product of counterculture, where he's not just beating a woman, he's beating it to play off the persona of, oh, I'm a misogynist, I'll show you misogynist. Whereas with these tracks, is just doing it for fun and because he finds it funny. There's lacking that depth, which also makes the albums uncohesive. I don't think that's a word, but uncohesive because, you know, usually the relationship tracks would be tied into the overall theme because they were all connected with that counterculture theme. Whereas this album doesn't have any theme, so they're just there, the songs.
That's a good point, I think. Yeah, that reminds me, that makes me think, I wonder, like, what John was talking about, it not really clicking for him, this whole like white trash thing. I wonder if part of it is because, maybe this sounds weird, but I never thought about this, but he's not he's not really white trash anymore, you know what I mean? It's like he's trying to relive something that he once was. And even then, was he even the type of guy to just invite women over and treat them badly? I mean, I'm assuming he was.
I mean,
I mean, like the whole party thing, like how much did he actually party? Like, I know he spent a lot of his youth like trying to just survive and make money off his raps. Like, how much was he actually fucking around and partying like that? I don't know.
A lot of those lyrics seem to come out when like right around the Radioactive days.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Throw It Up was really the first time I really saw that kind of style. So I see what you mean.
Oh, Throw It Up.
Yeah, he was playing off Yellow Wolf's persona, really.
Yeah, so if it's, I mean, I haven't listened to Trial by Fire, but
kick him out the podcast.
Kick me out. But if that indeed is more of Yellow Wolf's persona, then it's like maybe like once in a blue moon if he wants to have it like in the verse here and there. But if he's making entire songs about it, then obviously it kind of makes sense. It feels forced. I mean, it's not exactly him. Like I said, even what I said earlier, I don't think this is exactly the most authentic Eminem, and maybe that's why it didn't really click for John or really me either. I mean, I don't hate it, but yeah.
Yeah,
I love the song. I can't defend it, but it's a guilty pleasure kind of thing for me. I think what makes it work for me is that while it may not be authentic necessarily, you can tell he's having fun with it. Like this delivery of it and everything, like you can tell he's having fun with it. So I don't know. It's a tough one to gauge, really.
Yeah, I like his female impressions in the song. That's always funny. But something authentic for Eminem is more of along the lines of legacy.
Because he said that, that one line that always, albums like this, which are mainly like joke tracks, it always reminds me of that line on Guts Over Fear. I'd rather make another Not Afraid than We Made You.
Yeah.
But then he keeps doing songs which are more like We Made You than Not Afraid, and that really confuses me. It seems like he wants to go on.
Seems like he wants to what?
But it seems like he wants to do meaningful songs, but then I don't know, maybe because he's built up this persona of being outrageous and everything, and he has fun doing these kind of tracks. Maybe that it just takes over, and he ends up only doing like mostly comedy songs. I don't know. It's weird.
It's the same.
I don't know if I'd say he does mostly comedy though.
Like I know that, like what I meant more is maybe not many meaningful songs as much anymore. Like Kamikaze was just him responding. There was not really any like profound things on there. On here, there's only like darkness and stuff. It feels weird that he's very proud of Recovery, and he's always talking about wanting to have a huge impact, but then he never seems to go all in on that. He still seems in that mind state of making sure he's pleasing everyone.
Yeah, maybe that is something going on too.
Yeah, well, if anything, it's a giant step up from You Remind Me.
Yeah.
Which is basically the same song, just not done as well at all.
Yeah, I mean, Remind Me, like I have no desire to return to that. I think I've only listened to that song twice, and that was the 2 times I listened to Revival.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because this has to be the most in-depth discussion anyone's ever had about those kind of nights.